My dear students, welcome back to my science class. Today I am going to discuss the third chapter of your NCERT science book, that is synthetic fibers and plastic. Children, I expect while progressing with the syllabus, you are developing scientific attitude, you are making your knowledge base. During the class, I have asked you a few questions. If you already know the answer, you can write down your answer in the comment section after complete watching the video. End of the class, I have asked you several questions. I hope if you attentively attend the class, you will be able to answer to all these questions yourself. So let's start today's discussion. Today's class, we will learn about types of fiber and their example, types of synthetic fiber and their uses, characteristics of synthetic fiber. Fibers are of three types, that is natural, semi-synthetic and synthetic. Natural fibers are those that are obtained from plant and animal resources like wool, hemp, cotton, silk, flax, etc. Semi-synthetic fibers are those which are obtained from the natural resources, means their ingredient can be obtained from the natural resources and they are made by following several steps. Synthetic fibers are completely artificial or man-made fibers. They are made up of different chemicals following different steps. In this chapter, we will learn about semi-synthetic fiber rayon and synthetic fiber like polyester, nylon and acrylic. What is synthetic fiber? Synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Synthetic fibers are made from different chemicals. Hence, each kind of synthetic fibers have their own properties depending upon their chemical composition. Synthetic fibers are more in length and are long lasting. The only limitation in synthetic fiber is that they are poor absorbent of moisture and they are inflammable, that is, they can catch fire easily. If we want to know about the synthetic fiber, first we have to know what is polymerization, because it is the first step in making synthetic fiber. A synthetic fiber is a chain of small chemical units joined together. Each chemical units are known as monomer. Several monomers joined with each other by chemical linkage to form polymer by the process of polymerization. In the first picture, you can see several green color bits. They are as monomers. The monomer are linked together to form the polymer. In the second picture, I have taken ethylene, that is CH2 double bond CH2. It is act as monomer. Several ethylene joined by chemical linkage to form polyethylene, which is the polymer. Rayon, as we have already discussed, it is the semi-synthetic fiber because its ingredient is natural, that is cellulose and wood pulp. Though cellulose is a natural polymer, it needs extensive chemical treatment to form rayon. As its texture is somehow similar with the silk, it is also known as artificial silk. It absorbs moisture and is comfortable to wear. It can be easily dyed into vivid colors. What are the uses of rayon? Rayon can imitate the feel and texture of silk. Hence, it is used in making apparel like dresses, jackets, suits, hats, etc. It's sometimes mixed with cotton to make bedsheet. It's sometimes mixed with wool to make carpets. As already we have discussed, it can be present in variety of colors. Nylon. It is the first completely artificial fiber. Functional group is amide, which is the monomer. Several amide joins with each other to form polyamide. So nylon is a polyamide. What are the characteristics? Light in weight, and they are having incredible tensile strength. That is why you can see that we are using nylon in making parachutes. Durability, resistance to damage, take dye easily, and nylon fibers do not absorb water easily. There are several uses of nylon fibers. Just take a look at the picture and you can get the varied uses like sleeping bag, ropes, hose, seat belt, toothbrush, tent, net, and so on. Another synthetic fiber is polyester. Alcohol and organic acid react together to make the compound that is known as ester. So, alcohol and acid, they condense to form the ester. Ester are linked with each other by chemical linkage and form polyester. Polyester, also popularly known as terylene, Dacron, terene, etc. Polyester's properties and uses. First, what are the properties of polyester? They are less expensive, long lasting, tough, elastic, lightweight, and water and wrinkle resistance. They are having these characteristics, so they are widely used for starting, suiting, and saris, making magnetic audio video cassettes and floppy disk. They can mixed with fiberglass for molding it into helmets, protective shades, and hulls in boats. Children, you all have seen this kind of bottles at your home. So do you know these are made up of PET. Do you know the full form of PET? And in some bottles you can see at the bottom there are certain numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you tell me what is the significance of these numbers? If you know the answer, please write down your answer in the comment section. Another synthetic fiber is acrylic. Acrylic is often used as a substitute for wool. Children, you can see the texture of the acrylic. Acrylic fibers are strong and wrinkle resistant. It is easy to wash and dries quickly. It is resistant to moths, oils, chemicals, and also resistant to deterioration or exposure to sunlight. Because of this, it can be used to make attractive sweaters, blankets, etc. Blended fibers. It is interesting to know that we can mix two fibers to get the advantages of both the fibers. These are known as blended fibers. Terylene and cotton blend is known as terrycot is used for making dress material. Previously it was very popular for making the dress material. Terylene and wool blend and is known as terry wool. It is used as a substitute for costly woolen clothes. Polyester and cotton blend is more crease resistant, that is, they are not wrinkled quickly. And acrylic and wool blend trousers are less expensive, so they are relatively cheaper than the woolen trousers. So, during our discussion, we already have known several advantages of synthetic fiber. What are those advantages? Take a quick look. They are strong, so they can take up heavy things easily. They retain their original shape. They are elastic, can be stretched out. They are soft. They can be colored into various colors, and they are less expensive in comparison with natural fibers. But in spite of having these advantages, there are several disadvantages of synthetic fibers too. What are those? They do not absorb moisture easily. They are rough fill, so it is not so comfortable to wear this. It is dangerous to wear it near fire, as I have already told you. It is inflammable and they cannot be easily ironed as they melt very easily. So children, throughout this chapter, we have known about different synthetic fibers, their properties, uses, advantages and disadvantages. If you have attained the class attentively, I hope you will be able to answer the question that are coming next. So take a quick quiz. State the characteristics of classification of fiber. Give two examples of synthetic fiber. What is the functional group of polyester? What is the product when alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid? What is another name for nylon? I hope you all are able to answer all these questions. So, children, in our next class, we will in plastics in detail. Thank you.